Perfect Turd Podcast, episode 232, Lamar, Festival of the Living Dead. 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 Dead.
Oh. Are you done with your echo?
Yes.
I just want to make sure.
Just trying to make it more dramatic.
Well, it's already dramatic because Joe, we're giving Tubi another chance. We've had. I'm
Yes,
already
yes.
having flashbacks of just ugh.
We've
My
seen a
God.
lot of trash on Tubi.
But this has an interesting, interesting story related to past movie. So
Well, let's talk about it then. What's our first category, as usual, is what did we think of that story?
Well, Joe, I just want to make sure people know this is connected to Night of the Living Dead, which is one of the first zombie movies. But we jump to now, and everybody is celebrating, I guess, this night for some reason, even though people horrifically died. But whatever. His granddaughter, living her life, yay, da 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 da. She is chilling with one of her best friends. That's probably how, the millennials move. Or what is it, Gen Y? I don't know. Whatever, Gen Z, whatever. They want to go to the Festival of the Living Dead because they're celebrating this. And then ironically, zombies turn up again, and yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah. No, it was, I mean, to connect it with the original one, like, they did a good job, I thought, with the story. Like, it was just simple enough of a setup, but they did a lot with it. So I thought it was pretty cool as far as that goes. The only thing that I have a problem with is they try to overcomplicate it with with one of the characters being like a real villain, like. And I was like, boy, that got complicated really fast. Like,
We'll talk about characters,
yeah,
but see, with the story, it's like I feel like it's too simplistic. It's like,
really.
yeah, it's kind of like, well, if you're gonna, you know, connect it to the Night of the Living Dead, add a
Yeah.
little bit more and stuff like
Well, they
that.
did.
So
They went to a festival.
that's it, though. They just went to a festival. They didn't like do anything else. They were just like,
All
oh, it's a
zombies
festival.
movies are simple.
I don't know.
You
A little
know?
too simple, though. It's a little too simple for me.
A little too
Mhm.
simple? Whoa, Mr. Highbrow over there. Like,
Mhm.
well, what are you rating it then?
I give it a half a
Half
point.
point?
What do you give it?
No, I was going to give it a 1 point. I was satisfied enough with what the story was trying to do. But
All
we move to
right.
our next category, which is what did we think of the characters?
I will say this. I thought they were all going to be super annoying,
Mm-hmm.
but they did have some depth. There were some other things going on. It was kind of like them. There's an underlying theme of like moving on
Yeah.
because they're all graduating, and the main character, Ash, she's kind of going the more traditional route, while her friend, Iris, she wants to get into the music scene with her other friend and everything like that, Blaze. And so you have that, and then yeah, the new people that are on the scene, they're just kind of, they're almost like zombies of culture and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like they're just followers and crap.
I mean, so I thought the main character was good. And
Mm-hmm.
she had her little brother, like, whatever. I don't like children in movies.
So now, see, I'm gonna mention something. I knew you were gonna say something, but I'm gonna let you say what you say about the kid.
No, I just don't like him because he's a child. That's
I
it.
feel like he redeems himself.
Do you?
He
I
has a pivotal
mean,
moment.
he does. I still don't like him because he's a child.
So
And
there's no redemption for
no,
children at all.
no,
Dang.
no. I wish the zombies would have gotten to him. Then there's the best friend. Like, so the main character and the best friend are really good, and the best friend's played by the girl that played in the show Gotham.
Oh wow, I didn't know
She
that.
played. I think she played Catwoman in Gotham.
Oh, like a young cat
Yeah,
woman.
yeah.
Okay, got you.
But the rest of the characters I thought were kind of just there. Like they weren't that great.
Hmm.
The funny thing that they did do with the characters, I will say, is they tied it in with like modern culture. Like people be getting eaten by zombies and they're still doing like selfie videos and stuff. Like so I thought that was kind of funny.
Yes.
Overall, I thought the characters were just okay. So I'm going to give it a half point.
I'm giving it a 1.
Oh, well, what do you
Yes.
know?
Oh, thanks, Joe.
Our
Jeez.
next our next category is what do we think of the zombies?
I thought the zombies were cool.
Yeah,
Like they're not the best, but you had your slow walking ones, then you had your crazy looking ones that were like dripping apart and all that kind of stuff. That was cool.
yeah,
Crazy eyes and all that kind of stuff. So I enjoyed the zombies, Joe. Yeah.
yeah. They did a good enough job with them. Like you said, some of them moved quickly and stuff. At first, I thought that they were taking some drugs, and that's what was making like the mushrooms or whatever were laced. That
Mm-hmm.
was making them zombies. But overall, like yeah, the zombies were pretty well done, I guess. So I'll give them 1 point for zombies.
I'm giving them 1 point as well.
Okay. Our next category is what do we think of the kills slash special effects?
I think the kills were cool. You had some people. There was one person that got their intestines just ate out of them and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I will say this: they had some fake fire effects,
Yeah,
which,
fake fire, fake explosion.
and it was quick, but it's not quick enough where you don't notice it.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And
So
I'm wondering like if it was even necessary is my bigger question. It's like could we have just done completely without this and still have gotten the point across? Because everything
mm,
else was like pretty well done, like practical effects, the blood
it
effects,
is. Yes.
and then they had that, and it always sticks out when you just do everything practical, and then you have the one thing that sticks out, and you're like, I don't even know if you needed that.
It was quick enough for me not to be bothered by it, but I did
Mm,
notice it. I will say. So,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, what are you rating it?
I'm giving it a 1.
Are you? Okay,
What are you
okay.
giving it?
I'm giving it a half point because
Okay.
not only because of the special effects, because I thought there actually should have been more kills.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now our last categories. What did we think of the overall homage to the source material here? And I think there's two actually. So go ahead.
I think it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, hey, you remember this movie?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we did this movie later. It's not really tying it in that much. It's kind of like this just happened and kind of thing. So for me, I don't think it was strong enough.
Hmm.
Maybe. Like it was one of those things where it was like, I don't know, like do a little bit more. Like I guess they did use the gun that he used and
Right.
stuff
They
like that.
used the
That was
gun.
cool. Yeah.
I thought that they were putting enough Easter eggs, like the gun, that
Okay.
she's the granddaughter. Then there was a scene like one of the young guys that turned into a zombie, but he was wearing a mask that was a mask from the original movie. Like it looked like
Okay.
the zombies of old. Also, I was wondering because the main character is named Ash, and of course Ash from Evil Dead. Like I was wondering if that was also some kind of little, just a little Easter egg that they threw in there.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I think for homage, I think they did enough where I was like,
Okay.
okay, they get it. It's good enough. I'm gonna give them 1 point.
I'm giving him a half a point.
Well, Lamar, we've tallied the score, and this movie got a 4 out of 5.
It's a decent zombie movie
Yeah.
because let's say if you even take away like the connection to the Night of the Living Dead, I think this stands by itself. It could.
I
Like
think it would lose a
okay,
little of its luster.
but it wouldn't be like terrible. I'll
Right.
say that. Now, Joe, we have to ask this question.
I know what the question is going to be because I was going to ask it too. Go
Oh,
ahead.
were you?
I think so.
Is
Is
there
this
hope?
the okay? Go
Is there hope
ahead.
for Tubi to make good movies, Joe? Is this the movie where we're like, okay, maybe?
Well, I mean, this is by far the best Tubi movie out there, a Tubi original, right? Like there's of the ones we saw like quite a few.
Yeah,
This one blows them out of the water. Well, when you say does it hope, I mean, if anything, it'll give us another reason to try one, I guess.
that's the thing, Joe. Because here's what it is. I think with this movie, they understood the assignment, as the kids like to
Yeah,
say. I think with the other movies, it's almost like it's very vanilla. They don't want to,
yeah,
make anything that's too off-putting. But with this, they were like, F it, we're gonna show people getting eaten and stuff like that.
yep,
You wanted more kills, but at least they showed like bloody
yeah.
stuff,
They had
all that
stuff.
kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if enough people watch our review and then watch this movie, maybe they will continue to make similar movies and not the other shit that we've been seeing on there.
I will say this. I have hope, but hope is a dangerous thing, Joe.
Yeah.
Very dangerous.
Well, with that, does that wrap it up, Lamar?
It does.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, Festival of the Living Dead. Peace. You have to
Deuces.
do like a zombie. Ah.
We won't get like copyrighted for or
Ah.
copyright strike.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Watch it be the exact pitch, like of like
Oh yeah, because
a.
they copyrighted. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
'em.
Yeah.